Hello everyone. So I've got a collective message here. I was guided to share it last week. However, I've been super preoccupied with my children who are flying back to the United States for school season, and just kind of getting everything back together for that session for them, and just spending quality time here with my family. But this is a really important message here, and I was told just to do it as like a collective message. I'm not even going to pull cards today. Like I said, I got this last week, so I do apologize for the delay on deliverance. However, I feel like there's always divine timing in everything, and that probably happened for a reason. So I titled this The Transfer of Wealth. There's a huge energetic transfer happening, and everything that happened in the dark that was harvested from your energy is being returned to you during this time tenfold. Everything others have been wishing on you, everything people have criticized you for, all the evil eye, blockages, and obstacles sent your way are now being transferred to their rightful owners. Those who try to hinder your path are going to start experiencing all the energies they projected and sent to you. People are about to see just how heavily protected you really are. They're about to experience the judgments that they've placed on you. They're about to walk with all the heavy burdens that they've cast over you. They're going to have to battle all the evil eye that they were sending you. They're about to awaken to how protected and powerful you truly are by experiencing firsthand what it's like being you, since they want to be you so badly. These people have spent months or even years building up a path that they thought you'd be forced against your will to walk down, and they now have to walk it. It's giving the energy of digging a grave for you, but falling into it and trapping themselves. You've always been protected by unseen forces, but these individuals do not have that same protection. Their go-to resources will be blocked, just as they try to block your own resources. They envy your life and have always wanted it. So now they get to live it with all the negativity that they've sent to you. Everything they've manifested with your energy is going to crumble, and you'll find yourself entering a phase of receiving all that has been taken from you. In the midst of everything, you still have the ability to manifest. So imagine the instant manifestation that's returning back to you when you have all of your power back. So really what Spirit is saying at this point in time right now is make sure that you're calling your power back to you, because you're going to receive it tenfold. You're going to receive all the blessings of abundance, everything that is coming into you tenfold, okay? Everyone that was so quick to judge you, criticize you, or assume that they knew you because of a projection that they created about you are about to truly understand the error in their ways. They will be shown that everything was a mirror and they didn't actually have any power. They will be met with the same resistance they projected onto you. They will see they have failed the opportunity for growth and instead only complicated their own spiritual journey. You had a destiny to be a lesson on energy in teaching them how it truly works. Let me say that again, because it's really hard to understand why are all these negative things happening, right? You had a destiny to teach them how negative energy truly works, or how energy truly works, showing them that keeping your hands clean, alchemizing your own energies, and staying in your own lane is the true path. Now, I also wanted to talk here about this and what I mean by they're going to understand the energies, okay? So sending out negative energy outside of you and holding hatred for another person comes from your heart chakra, right? And so if it's derived from your heart chakra, no matter if you're projecting it outwards here, you're still holding that vibrational resonance within you, which directly impacts your own vibrational field and how like you attract things. So these people like that are constantly projecting on you, constantly trying to create obstacles for you here. And then they're like, oh, this person's attacking me back. They're doing this back, you know, and they get all up in their heads. That's just part of the magic backfiring, right? The whole stir crazy thing where they're paranoid because of, again, of projection. They're paranoid because of their actions. You know how like psychology says, if a person's accusing you of cheating, it's one of two things. Either they're extremely insecure, red flag, okay, or they're cheating, right? So they're projecting those energies onto you. What the fuck is going on with my eyebrows? It's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, you guys, so just ignore them. They're just doing their own thing. But when you become aware of the energy that you're trying to project onto somebody else, when you become aware of the energetic structure and understand as within so without, you recognize that you're not keeping anyone else in a limited state, but you are keeping yourself in a limited state by not taking accountability of what resides and derives directly from within you. So directly from within your heart chakra. Again, it's easy to blame others and not own your own energetic field. It's not the other person that's making you feel negative. It's the meaning and the thought that is created, that you've created here, right? That's causing that. So these people are learning that they need to take ownerships of the thoughts that are being created within themselves. They're needing to see. And so you had this destiny to basically show them this, show them that about them. Like, hey, look, all these times that you were triggered by somebody's light, by somebody standing their truth, by whatever it may have been, they had the opportunity here to like learn that lesson, right? But anyways, and it says it's easy to, you cannot take ownership of what others do. So it's like these people are constantly like triggered by what you're doing here. It doesn't matter if you're succeeding or if you're trying to get out of, an apartment into a nicer place, or you're saving money for a new car, or whatever it may be that you're doing, right? It's like people are just triggered by it. So many people, these people get caught up in the matrix, which automatically lowers your vibrational resonance here and what you can attract. And then so they project that onto you like, oh, so-and-so is obviously sending me energy work. But the truth is that energy is what resides within them. And if they did their shadow work, their actual healing, then they would have seen that. However, we got 7 planets in retrograde, okay? Sky Daddy needs to chill, but this is also a really good time. That means that this energetic transfer is going to happen. This means that a wealth transfer is going to happen here. So there's a huge energetic shift that's happening and aligning in your favor for those of you guys that this resonates with, okay? Everyone has their own energetic field, and maintaining your own is important. It's easy to blame others and say that they're lowering your field, but truthfully, you're not being responsible for yourself and instead trying to control everything outside of you. So let me explain that here. Have you ever hung around people and you can recognize, okay, this person's like draining my energy, right? But the way that we take accountability there is the fact that like you recognize it and you take accountability. You don't continue hanging out with it, all right? Or you recognize this is lowering my vibrational field because it's just not at a frequency that aligns to me. And so a lot of people don't do that. Instead, they're automatically blaming things outside of themselves, like so-and-so is the reason that I'm depleted of energy. So-and-so's this person's that, this experience is this, instead of recognizing that you can also control your vibrational resonance. You can control by maintaining your own frequency. You can control it here by, eliminating things that, of course, you feel like are draining you. And you can also shield your own energy so that you don't take on those other people's things. You don't personalize the situation. So if your thoughts start resonating at a higher frequency, your field wouldn't be distorted by other people's field. There's a big difference in personalizing everything and everything done outside of you, and recognizing the opportunity created by the universe to expand the positive energy within your own vortex and remain centered in your own energetic field. So again, that's what I'm saying here. It's like, I feel like you guys have been in this energy where it's like you're constantly alchemizing, you're recognizing here, you're taking accountability, you're not blaming every circumstance outside of you, you're not blaming Mars or retrograde or this or that, you're taking accountability. You're like, you know what, I could raise my vibration here and maybe I wouldn't be so depleted. I can change my diet and maybe I wouldn't be so depleted in my energies. I can do this, I can do that. I could read a book instead of watching lame ass reality TV. It's like these things, we make certain choices, and that's what people don't get. And that's also what they were trying to distract you from here. They were trying to like energetically overwhelm you with these projections, with these energy transfers here, that they were shifting the energy. Energy transfer is where somebody here, they can like literally meditate on you, a picture of you, etc., right? And they can meditate and try to harvest your energy here. And that's what these individuals were doing. And then they were manifesting with that energy, okay? So it's important here to always constantly raise your own vibration and pay attention, okay? Damn, Spirit said no more Jersey Shore. Cosmic Lighthouse, dude, I love all of it. I feel like I never have any drama in my life, so sometimes, of course, I love those like dramatic shows, but it's not always. Like majority of the time, I either pick up a book or I listen to a podcast. Those things that are aligned with my frequency and just help raise my frequency or even maintain it. And so, but trust me, I'm all about those shows and everything else, all right? Now, again, this is just the lesson behind the energy that they were meant to learn, just in case. What if the person that's receiving the karma needs to learn this, right? And so I'm putting it out with this video also just to give you guys just a little bit of an educational purpose behind the prophetic download that I received, all right? It's easy to be bothered because Okay, so this is an example that I gave, all right, for this. It's so easy to be bothered because the person that you want is not giving you the attention that you want. So let's you start dating and this person's like not giving you the attention that you want or whatever it may be, right? We love when the person that we're interested in is interested in us back, and that's very normal and typical. It's not a bad thing. There's no shame in being human and having human emotions. I think that humans just shame them because it's something that they can criticize and focus on outside of themselves instead of focus on within themselves. And so we've been programmed to like shame those emotions and stuff, which it's not a big deal. It's really not bad. But anyways, you send out, when you're in that energy here, you're actually sending out the desperate energy, abandonment patterns from within yourself, and you're emitting them onto the other person that you're desiring, which in return impacts them in a way that deters them from coming towards you here. So it's really important, like if you want attention from somebody, you want to do it in a positive way of like, I am super attractive and the universe conspires in my favor and everyone's attracted to me here, and not everyone. You don't want to say their specific name though, because you do want to honor free will, but it's about intention and building yourself up. If you want somebody to pay attention to you, build your own self-worth. Build your own self-worth. I will let you know right now that anyone that I've ever dated, as soon as they show some form of like possessive insecurities, it's a big red flag for me. I've been in possessive relationships before and that's just not going to continue. I'm not repeating patterns. I evolve. And so that was a huge one. Now I'm not talking about when you're in a secure relationship and a person has a moment of weakness. That's totally fine, especially if it's not a continuous pattern, right? And so it's really important here, again, to boost up your own self-worth in order to attract what you want. These people don't understand that though. Instead, they would just be like, oh, make collective ugly, make collective broke, make collective miserable, make them suicide. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to trigger anything, but I'm serious. There's people out there that like are out to destroy you. They're out to destroy your confidence. They're out to destroy the fact that you love yourself or that you have goals in life, because they don't. And instead of energetically seeing that what they're doing directly impacts them more than it impacts you, especially when you're minding your own business here. Like, for example, let me give an example of minding your own business. I'm walking through the store here and I'm picking out a pack of salami. Okay, I freaking love charcuterie boards. I know they're charcuterie boards. We just call them charcuterie over here. I am Italian. They go with every fucking meal. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm there, I'm picking out some salami for my board, right? Some brie cheese, maybe some Gouda, some stuff like that, okay? And somebody from across the store is just evil-eyeing me. Now, energetically, because I am a psychic, I'm very empath, whatever you consider yourself as, whatever you identify as, you might feel that, but you get in that moment here, even though you feel it, you get in that moment to alchemize it, to not feed it here. I always use the same example, Monsters, Inc. When the monsters go in the little kid's room and they scare the little kids and they fill up their meter here, right? It's that type of energy. So it's like I can feel it here and I'm like, oh wow, somebody's sending me some negative energy. And I choose to alchemize it here. It doesn't bother me. I return it to the Most High for the highest good of all. Keep my hands clean. My hands stay clean. I didn't even return it to the sender because they're clearly here, if they're in an energy space to hate somebody that they've never fucking personally met and that's never personally victimized them, or even if you have, they don't understand the soul contract. They don't understand the transference of energy here. I don't choose to accept it. I don't feed it. I starve it. I alchemize it, send it up to my angels to do what they do best, to the divine God, the universe, whatever you believe in, your higher self, and it's done. You keep your hands clean of it, all right? And so the thing is they think that they're projecting it onto you, but the truth is it resides within them. And it ends up eating them alive and festering them. More and the more that they try to project it onto you, the more and more it grows within them, all right? And this is the energetic transference of wealth. So everything that was done to you, maybe it was some hocus pocus, maybe some spell work here. Spell work is real, okay? I don't mean to like down talk it here and be like hocus pocus. I just call it hocus pocus because it's not necessary here. As long as you master your mind, you master the fucking matrix, and it's very simple. You don't need any of that. you know, as long as you know how to protect yourself, as long as you understand energy, as long as you understand these 7 hermetic principles, you know what I mean? It's the principle of it, right? But a lot of people, they don't take the time to actually study. They just jump straight into, I hate that bitch, or I hate that guy, he has a 6-pack, you know what I mean? They just don't like people for literally the dumbest reasons possible. Or like when people feel rejected by others, they're like, oh, I'll teach them, and da da da. And I hope that they sit there and recognize that it's all derived from within them. All right. That's not petty, baby. You send it back through spirit with compassion and forgiveness. That's not petty. That is not petty. Enjoying the journey at all. I send it up to the highest good, or to be transmuted for the highest good of all, you know, or to the Most High to be transmuted for the highest good of all. I don't even send it back to the sender here because they've got enough of it that they need to work on within themselves, and I'm aware of that. And so by keeping your guys' hands clean, this is where the energetic transfer is. So yes, it is retrograde season. We got 7 planets in retrograde right now. And the north and the south node have just shifted, okay? And there's a lot going on energetically. You're going to see a lot of like your friends and family go through a lot of hardships. I want you to pay attention during this time to those that are experiencing hardships, okay? And I want you to observe, not judge. Do not fucking judge, because that makes you equal to them. Observe, all right? Those that are majorly, massively struggling during this time, what frequency, alignment, opportunity are they receiving to truly understand energy? How are they learning their lessons? Maybe these individuals have been evil-eyeing you, projecting negativity on you, talking crap behind your back, etc. Right? So it's really, really, really important here to recognize, you know, that you've never really been a problem. You've always been the conduit that spirit was using to teach these other individuals a lesson. All right, using to give these other individuals an opportunity to see. Most of the time, people are not self-aware enough, though. You know, for example, let's say you're working through like money blockages, all right? And you get stressed out and you check your bank account, and that stresses you out more, and then you continue feeding it, right? That's the negative energy. But you could look at it as an opportunity and be like, wow, okay, how do I treat money? How does money treat me? Do I look at it like there's not enough? How do I spend it? Do I spend it recklessly? Is there responsibility, accountability? What can I do here? But instead, most people don't do that. They just get a lot of anxiety, fear. What if I lose my job? What if I lose my house? What if I lose my car? What if? And then they manifest that. So you always want to be really centered within your heart here when you are dealing with energies. And again, I don't know why I'm over explaining this here. It's not even for you guys. There's a transfer of wealth. You got nothing but good stuff coming in. I saw 1111, 123, and 144. All before going live for you guys. I've been planning this all day, but I went on a walk to the store and I had to do a couple other things. And yes, walk. I love walking. It's really cute, you guys. We have little markets out here. But anyways, it's literally right outside my neighborhood. You know, you have a transfer of wealth. So everything that was taken from you, you're going to receive all this like surge of energy and power back to you here. And I want you to work with it responsibly. It's going to happen between now and November. So do give it time to fully play out. Do keep in mind that it's still retrograde season, which means delays and certain things that we always have to deal with, okay? You're going to see, again, a lot of people going through like separations and relationships. You're going to see a lot of different things play out. So just observe. Do not react. Observe. And show gratitude. Anchor your heart in so much gratitude for everything that the divine is giving you in return tenfold here. That's my quick message for you guys today. I'll be live tonight with private or with the channel members tarot reading. So if you guys are part of my channel, you're more than welcome to join me there tonight. And also, I have a, did I post it? I didn't post it on here. I always forget to do stuff. I have a 40% off deal for all of my bookings right now, FlavoredVivid.com. Take advantage of it. I don't ever do this, but I'm doing it for back to school. Just my kids are leaving, and honestly, I just feel like it's a good time to do it. But so back to school is the code here. You can use it on all of my services, including the November retreat. So if you guys would like to come spend some time with me here in November for a shamanic medicine retreat, Reiki healing, sound healing, all of that, and just traveling around Mexico, getting a part of the culture here. I'd love to have you guys. Again, FlavoredVivid.com. The code for 40% off is back to school. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I already know that you're going to have a blessed next few months. Stay patient, stay aligned, and maintain your own frequency. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, how do I close this? I don't know. There we go.